Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? This your guy, Ray Hama, one versus a million. Let me know if I can be heard. Yes, well, okay, we got to get into it, man, about this one. Um, I ain't gonna make it this, that long because, as you know, as you already, should know already by now that episode 7 is already out. So, and I haven't seen it yet, but best believe I will be checking it out sometime after this. Like I said, I got a big ass lineup, and including with shows that I have to, that are ongoing right now. Yeah, so it's a lot, man. And but it's awesome. It's a awesome, awesome year to be alive. But yeah, we're gonna dive into this here about Invincible season 3, episode 6, dealing with basically in this episode, you have it where they're only dealing with the remorse that is to be had with and the empathy and sympathy with the victims in the aftermath of all the bouts and fights they be having. The Mark, with Mark and his dad especially, and this one's dealing with this guy whose name is Scott Duvall, in which he lost his, I believe, his sister and his niece, if I'm correct. And so yeah, and the pain from that loss and from the devastation, everything, and the trauma that caused, like, you can only resonate with someone like that when you have been through such, you made it through and blessed to make through by the grace of God through some catastrophic stuff, that has really traumatized you, to the highest order. And but in this case, it was just wrath that was not properly channeled. And as we know, it's not properly channeled because he added more onto his misery when he snapped at Mark. Because Mark and his dad, their fight, was basically caused a whole bunch of damage and ended up taking out his family. And so, he found a way to get power, give himself some power, which is, gives him the nickname Powerplex, because he lets off this like electric surge of energy that he can just shoot out at him, basically. And when he grab a hold of it too, he can shock you, like he did with Mark, as you can see according to the thumbnail. Yeah. And Mark, that was the first time he'd been in a space like that, and to see like right up front the effect, that it had upon so many, people, who are victims to all them, to all their superpower fighting, that they be having going on. So he had no choice, but to drown in that remorse and that empathy and sympathy, for him, to show. Basically, he was trying to show to him, hey, his regret, and he was sorry. So, I mean, that was cool to see that Mark basically he really took it to heart of what of what him and his father, the damage that him and his father caused in their fight, which as we can say by now was a senseless fight, that he took his son through. So, and yeah, and Scott Duvall has every right, to be pissed. to some degree, you know. Um, I can relate to him, with that wrath, man. He's like, hey, he got to pay, but even though still like knowing that, hey, it's not gonna really change you, once you do get that revenge. My channel, my wrath is not involving just, just getting my revenge on this Viltrumite and all that stuff. My wrath will be directed towards just stopping the evil, period. Because I'll be looking at it in that broader perspective, as it should be. So therefore, with the proper channeling of it, that messed up tragic incident wouldn't have happened. Where he basically, damn it, I forgot who they were. Was it like his sister or his niece? Yeah, but I believe they died from the catastrophe of Mark and his dad during their fight. So I'm thinking like, yeah, that was his woman and his son. But yeah, in that spot where he got in a confrontation with Mark, he posed as if he was having them hostage, and they stayed in that one spot, even though he was meant to try to do them no harm or whatever, but just to try to stage it to make it seem like he was doing harm, just to get him close enough so he can do damage to Mark. I guess Mark, and that instant was like, "Hey, man, go ahead, get it out, man. You let it out." Well, he let out too much, and it was stupid enough to do all that shit right in front of basically, your last two family members, man. He let enough of his power out so much so to where it took them both out, man. That was just a effed up scene. So, yeah. I definitely see like some elements of the boys in this. Definitely. Am I like shocked? Is this like the first time I've seen some kind of like traumatic uh, situation uh, that a character can go through within an anime or within a TV series or whatever? No, I've seen way worse. And when I mean way worse, I mean way worse. Yeah, but still, like, it still doesn't make it, any more or less, that tragic, man. Like, and painful. I'm like, damn, man. It takes you to a point to where for Scott Duvall takes you to a point where you're like you feel him, you want him to get his that wrath out on Mark or Nolan somehow, what I mean? But then again, you immediately turn to where you're pissed because you're like, dumbass, if you would have challenged your shit right, you wouldn't have did that dumb shit and got all like overpowered and shit to try to take him out. Because then doing so, you fail to see the family that you had with you, all along. In the name of properly channeling your shit. Should have, had Mark, you and him go somewhere, boom, what I mean, and or catch his ass somehow and deal from there. Let the wrath out there. Boom. Get in, knock him out to a point where you can knock him out beat his ass to the degree to where he just knocked out. Like then there how his father had him, you know, but he was still living. Boom, and then walk away. And there you go. You know, your woman and your wife and your kid. They would have still been alive. No, but he set up a plan, a stupid ass plan, out of uncontrolled impulses, planning with no control over your damn impulses. We're beyond catastrophic. So, so hopefully that serves as a lesson to a lot of us. Hey, to know this, that when we go through such painful times, to try our best to properly channel it, you know, to form it into some form of some kind of something that is positive. Anything, be smart about it, calculative, and not letting your raft just spray all everywhere like some wild water hose that you don't have control of. So, but that was also, I mean, that was not awesome, but that was just, yeah, something else. But one thing that was awesome though to see near the end of this episode was when uh, Angstrom Levy popped up. Then this is another version of him, or yeah, a variant of his, you know, from another universe, and he brought forth a whole bunch of different marks. So yeah, I'm like, okay, I definitely gotta see what's going on now. So something's about to go down. So yeah, so I can't wait to check that out. Yeah, so I'm going to be checking it out tonight. And with that, yeah, for the sake of that, I shall see you guys later. Check you guys later. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. Cash App, if you will, which is in the chat. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming through. This is your guy Ray Hama, the Hama Force. One versus a million. It's the Hama Force Geek Table. I am out. Peace. Send this off with this. I'm out. Peace, y'all.